Hello, and today we are at the Burnham-On-Sea Seafront. So I hope you're all well. Say hi in the comments. A reminder. Yes, absolutely. So Facebook is quite good like that. Absolutely. I hope you can all hear me. So for those of you who have done Burnham-On-Sea parkrun, you'll recognise this side of the seafront. So round about mile 1 to 2 this section is here. So you come running up here and you go running off into the background. So I'm going to go, unfortunately, it is a bit cloudy today. There was always a risk of it not happening. But, at least we can, we'll still do it live and still chat about Burnham and stuff because it's a lovely seaside town. As you can see, there is quite a bit of mud. But we'll have a walk and just do a few little bits and pieces here. So this section of the Burnham prom here, there's a segment on Strava called it's called the Vominard because someone and I won't name any names, someone vomited up, and then got a whole segment named after them. So yeah, so on the right here you've got a nice little yacht club because there's like a little harbour. The harbour's only accessible when the tide's in. I think it's above 10 metres or something like that. So yeah, say hi in the comments. Hope everyone's had a great day today. So as well as being part of the parkrun course, so as a part of the parkrun course you run up this section here. As part of the course you also do using the same section of the promenade is also Burnham 5K, which is run by the swimming club here. So I think there's 3 laps, and you come from where we're walking now, and you go along, and you go along the road, 3 laps. So it's all quite interesting. So just going to walk around. So planning on just walking up to the small pier. So on the way, I'll point out some points of interest. And as I grew up here, so this is where I grew up. Mum and Dad still live here. So that's, it's a place of sentimental value for me as well as being just a nice place. It's a bit quieter than Weston. But, it's still okay. Hopefully, you never know. We might get a last minute bit of sun. Who knows? So in a minute, there's a little like set of steps. So I'm going to go down onto the beach and walk along a bit. Potato into now. It's okay. I'm not sure what my signal's like here. Haven't been along here before. So that's fine, and you can obviously watch it back as well. So, right, so here's a little. I always used to play when the kids were younger, and they liked coming out with me. And now they just want to stay at home and play Fortnite. And just play a little game where I see who could get up and down quickest. So up we go. As you can see, it goes down, and we'll have a quick walk along where the sea defences are. Whee! Okay, so now we can see the big sea defences. So these sea defences they're a lot bigger than Westerns, and when you get spring tides, they're really it creates a lot of noise when you're up here, but you don't get like the overspillage as you do at Western. So it's just it's quite nice. There's the beach. It's not just mud. So we've got lots and lots of beach you can walk. You can walk right along the beach to a place called Breen. It's about 5 to 6 kilometres from start to finish. It is a big sea defence. If I go down the steps just to be able to see the scale of it, let's have a look. Let's go right down. So, as you can see, they are mighty, mighty big defences. So it is a bit foggy and a bit cloudy over there, but there's a nuclear power station over there called Hinkley Point. Probably seen it on the news and stuff, but it's literally just across the water. This beach I just mentioned about the beach thing. It goes, you can walk right from here right down to Green Down, and it's 5 or 6 kilometres. It's a very nice day out. You can go up to Breen as well. So when I was younger, and I mean a lot younger, when I was maybe 16 or 17, I definitely hang out and run down here. But it's just it's relatively quiet down here. Obviously it's busy during the summer. You can just about see the pier in the background. So I'm going to go back up the steps in a minute. Just here. So Burnham's quite small. There's probably a handful of pubs. There is a Wetherspoons, so it's not that small. Obviously, I remember when that Wetherspoons opened, it used to be like a dilapidated building, and they came along and refurbished it and made it into Wetherspoons. So let's pop up steps just here. There we go. And so just over here is a point of interest. So this is where you turn around for the Burnham-On-Sea parkrun. So you run along here or walk, jog. And you come out, you exit back here and go back up there. This is around the 2 mile mark of Burnham Parkrun. So you just get an idea about how how you're feeling at 2 miles of parkrun, especially when you're going for a PB. You're like, I've got a mile left, I'm just gonna bash it out. Hi Becky, hope you're well. You well? So it looks like, interestingly, there's a play park being built here. So not sure what that will look like once parkrun is back on, but it'll be interesting to see. Just coming up to. All good, the kids have been fun. So yeah, that's a bit of a. Yeah, they were a bit hungry earlier, so Becky and I went geocaching earlier, so and the kids were slightly hungry and slightly whingy as toddlers are. Good that they've been fed. So I'm just coming up to Burnham-On-Sea building, so there's showers and toilets here. Am I walking the parkrun route? No, I'm not walking the parkrun. I'm not walking the parkrun route. I started at the yacht club, and I've just walked past the turnaround point now. So it's just showing Burnham in general, and also this is where just here. I think it's just along here is where Burnham 5K starts. So that's the one that's organised by the swimming pool, and just this building just here is the finish line. So when you're your nice little sprint finish into the finish line. So Burnham 5K is the one where I ran it in 28 minutes and I was last. It's a proper race that. So you're just about to see the jetty. So this is where you can get a boat license. You can bring your boats down and launch from there. Use now. Well, my fastest is, as you know, my fastest is 25:54. That's like an all-time. That was like an absolute kick-ass effort. That took a, yeah. It was painful the whole way. That. So just coming up here is the pilot's office and the RNLI building. So this is where the lifeboats come from. And we've also got the tourist information here. There's also a cafe. You know what? You are the only person you should be comparing yourself to is yourself. I just went all out to try and see what happened. Search and rescue still operate from here as well. Search and rescue. So this is the RNLI building. May well order a gimbal because I'm just aware that this is shaking, so a gimbal will help stabilise the image when I'm walking along. So we've got drinking water, toilets, there's even some showers here as well, so it's better than Western in that respect. There are quite a few seagulls around there. More than there are in Western at the moment. And here's the cafe. And on the other side is tourist information. So a bit of a point of interest coming up. And what I'll do is I'll probably walk across to the... I'm just going to walk across. There's like a little train buffer. So I don't know if you can see. There's a little train buffer over here. In case we'll get over there in a minute. B&M store, Burnham's B&M branch. I went into B&M for a drink earlier and I ended up spending 75 quid. Standard for B&M now, isn't it? Right, so here is a little train buffer. Now, as you can probably see, there's no station around here at all. So it's a proper buffer. So this is the Burnham railway station, the heritage train. So this buffer is a memorial to Burnham's lost railway. So it's not it's a heritage trail, but it's not heritage. It's a heritage trail. So there used to be a station in Burnham, and you used to come up to here, so you could then go across to the jetty and get a ferry to South Wales. So a lot like Weston, where the old pier used to be able to get ferries, and same with Clevedon. You you can you used to be able to get a ferry. We have a lovely beach off this with tide times. Interestingly, this is there is a lifeguard on duty here, and during the summer times. So we've got the Reed Arm, which is the Weatherspoons. Very lovely building, as a lot of Weatherspoons are. And for those of you who are locals of Weston, you'll recognise this pub as well. It's at Vinnie's. So Vinnie's got two branches, one in Weston, one in Burnham. Lots of lovely amusements. It's a heritage trail. Sorry, I've only just seen the comment. Planes, trains, automobiles. Absolutely. There's a lot of history in these places, in these seaside towns, and it was before cars were really a thing. So, before everyone had a car, the only option people had was to go and get a train. And because lots of people got on trains, it was they could run them all over the place and wherever they really wanted to. So, it's a shame that all of these places are gone, because often what we're seeing more and more is that the railways that were axed previously, they're being reintroduced, which is always a positive. So we've got lovely seafronty ice cream fish bars, obviously when things are normal again. Another one of these uppy downy things. So we're still in the winter season for parking, so it's free after 6, and it's cheaper as well. There's seagulls. This Stephen Seagull or Sally Seagull. These are really tame. They let you get right up close. So you can probably just about see the pier in the background. So interestingly, this is the shortest pier in the UK. It's one of those touristy. It's one of those touristy ones. So it's built mainly for tourism purposes. Let's go out there and have a look. It's a standard pier. It's got like arcades and fast food and stuff in. There's no rides in it though. It's not big enough. You can see the lights glowing on the pier. Absolutely. So we'll just go up and have a quick look. Fancy runners around today this evening as well. Anyone else doing a run today? I've got a run plan and I'm going to be doing intervals. So I'm going to be doing 1 minute. Yeah, I thought you meant that, Karen, glowing. So I'm going to do my run. I'm going to do 1 minute on, 1 minute off. Yo, hi Andrew. Hope you're doing all right, matey. I'm going to run up these steps. And there we go. You see the shortest pier in the UK. Let's get a good view. 2 hours of dog walking. Anything is better than anything. I love walking. Yeah. Anything, getting out at the moment, getting outside is important. Even if it's just for a quick walk around the block. So finding I can just It is quite short, yeah. Have a good evening, Becky. I hope your run goes okay. Yeah, I don't know about anyone else, but just getting out at all can be an absolute battle on some days. Yeah, it's just tiny. It's really, really, really short. So my side profile there. Recently, I say recently, it was probably probably about 10 years ago, but they put this little cover on. So it used to be it didn't used to have this cover on. Hi Tim, hope you're well. There we go, let's get that. So as you can see, the beach just goes off into the abyss. It actually goes. It's about 5k to Bream. So there's lots of lovely sand. You might just be able to see a lighthouse in the distance. Interesting thing, if you're into photography, that lighthouse. That's going by. That lighthouse has got 9 legs, and a photography challenge is to try and get all of the legs in the photo, which is harder than you might think. I'm alright, I suppose. Good, I'm glad to hear you're alright. Just to where the train bit is. Now we can see the other side. Unfortunately, no sunset today because of a cloud. So I know it's annoying. It was always going to be a possibility. I'll Google that. Yeah. I'll post a picture later on the Seaside Live because I've taken a few myself and happy to post them on there. It's a really interesting one to photograph. There's a little heritage trail sign as well. This is the pavilion. It's when you're in Burnham and you can do like heritage trail, do the park run, do the heritage trail, spend some money in the arcade, get fish and chips, walk to Breen and back. It's a nice little day out, that. Just pop down to the beach. I might walk over to the jetty. You're more than welcome. Let's go down. So, dogs are banned on the beach, unfortunately, including the walls, the jetty, and steps. And that's all year round in this case, unfortunately. So, let's have a nice little walk up here. So I think it'd be quite helpful if the beaches in a certain area had like a uniform policy on dogs, because I find that they ensure they don't, and you end up with people getting quite confused. So we're down to the. Unfortunately, there is no dogs allowed on this beach. It is a shame. There's also if you watch the IT crowd, there's an episode where Roy shouts out, "No dogs!" And that's instantly what I thought of. So I'm just going to walk up, see if we can get onto the jetty, walk it up it. And then I shall leave you with a lovely railway stationy thing. Not railway, the buffers. Shall leave you with the buffers. But see how far the water goes out here? The water goes out, it's the same as Western, the water goes out by like a mile in total. Second highest tidal range is this area. Let's see what the signs say on here. I don't know what the signs say on these big poles. I think I just dropped out there for a sec. Hopefully I didn't. Hopefully everyone's still watching. Let's see what we can see. Ah, here we go. So we've got launching to the left and bathing to the right. Clowns to the left of me, jokers to the right. Here I am, stuck in the middle with you. Let's go up to the jetty. This is the nice big long jetty that people can drive their boats down and launch my stuff. It goes quite a way down. And this is quite an old structure. I'd imagine it's probably Victorian. Judging looking at the underneath stonework, the top's been redone recently, but the underneath bit looks like it's original. It's unusual because those will be the buffers that they used to have for the ferries. So let's get back up. Million steps. And there we go. So we're back to the lovely railway bit. I'll post some links up later if you want to know more about the train station that used to be here and the services, and also some pictures of the pier. Right, so yeah, it does. I have to be a bit careful coming up those steps. Right, I hope everyone has a great evening, and it's goodbye from Burnham-On-Sea. Bye.